Alrighty folks, our next competitor today is from Marshall White & Co. He's been a novice competitor as well in previous seasons. It's great to see him back in this arena, Mr. Jack Johnstone from Marshall White.
In 1970, Edwin Starr got up and he sang, "War, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing." Well, in main part, yes, that is true. However, what it did provide was a subdivision of Brighton's most renowned estate in St Andrew's Estate in 1920. A very good morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen. By way of introduction, my name is Jack Johnstone, and on behalf of Marshall White, as well as our lovely vendors, Bruce and Pamela, who have occupied the property for the past 62 years, I'd love to welcome you here to the auction today. Very capably assisted in the crowd by Andrew and Ben, who I know you've all met throughout a very thriving auction campaign. And we're simply here to assist and guide you with your real estate ambitions and goals. The property that we do sell is described in the attached documentation as volume number 04486, folio number 195, or better known to you and I, as well as Australia Post, as 54 St Andrews Street, here in the heart of Brighton, 3186. We do sell the property with all fixtures and fittings as described in the attached documentation that was provided for you half an hour prior to the auction, and anything of a permanent nature. We sell the property for a price to be shortly to be determined by all of you. Call for a 10% deposit upon the signing of the contract, as well as the fall of the hammer, and a very, very, very realistic settlement of Monday, the 6th of August, to which our vendor will provide to you vacant possession of the property. The vendor statement has been prepared in accordance with the legislation and states that we're on a land size of 609 very valuable square metres, as well as our outgoings will not exceed that of $3,500 per annum, and we are zone neighbourhood residential zone 1, allowing the character and the charm and the class of the St Andrews Estate to remain with the single dwelling covenant that of course governs this area. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for your inspection prior to the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting any bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price. The auctioneer, as an auctioneer, I'm happy to indicate any bidder upon request. The law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders, and bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and does provide fines for this misconduct. The rules permit the use of a vendor bid. The words I'll simply use during the auction to indicate I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and only I, as an auctioneer, may make a vendor bid. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, do I have any questions in the crowd?
Mr. Auctioneer, given the winter period ahead, what happens if there are damages caused by rain or hail between now and settlement?
Sir, thank you very much for your question, and best of luck with your bidding today. How I'd like to answer that is I'd like to tell you that with the general conditions do state that you do have a final inspection prior to the settlement. So if you are the successful bidder today, the vendor has the right, must provide the property as you do see it here today, and with a settlement in only approximately 60 days, can't foresee that being an issue. Best of luck with your bidding, and I hope you are successful in purchasing. Are there any other questions today?
My lawyers asked me to place a special condition on the contract that states all fixtures and appliances must be in working order. Is that okay?
Thank you very much for your question, ma'am. I do appreciate it. We will be bidding on the special conditions that were provided in the contract prior to the start of the auction on display for the last half an hour. Whilst I can assure you that everything is working, we've had a number of building inspections prior to the start of today's auction, and hopefully that gives you confidence in your bidding as well today. However, we will be bidding on the contract provided. Are there any further questions? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me get into it. And let me tell you that just like Edward Starr in 1970 was a triple threat of song, dance and acting, today we have the triple threat of properties. Because it provides today the purchaser the ability to firstly put a rental straight in. Settle on Monday the 6th of August. Feel free to start earning that capital gains, a passive income for you, all of the above completely stated. However, maybe you want to use it as a blank canvas. Of course, a single dwelling covenant provided allows you to build your dream home. and put your family in one of the best locations that we've ever seen here in the heart of Brighton. And third, of course, add your own value onto what is already existing on the property. That beautiful master bedroom, update the ensuite. We've already gone upstairs, but there's plenty of room to add capital value for you. And of course, why wouldn't you want a location like this? 5 minutes into Church Street, where maybe you want to have dinner at one of the beautiful restaurants, or pictures, or whatever on a Saturday night provides you. Or 4 minutes into the Bay Street precinct, where you can have a coffee, you can have dinner, you can do whatever you so desire. Or if you want to get out of the hustle and bustle that Brighton does offer, maybe it's 10 minutes down to the tranquility of the sea and the serenity of the ocean and the water that is provided there for you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all on offer here for you today at 54 St Andrews. We've seen sales in excess of 10, 15, Brighton synonymous with sales in excess of $20 million. Where can I see a fair and reasonable start? Can I see 1.8 anywhere in the crowd?
1.7.
At 1.7, sir, would you bid me 1.8? I'll take you 1.7. Thank you very much. Best of luck with your bidding. Clearly bid at 1.7. Who'll round me up to 1.8 now? At $1,700,000 a bid. Very fair and reasonable start at 1,700,000. Can I see 1.8 in the crowd at all? At 1,700,000 the bid.
50.
At 50, sir, would you bid me 1.8? I'll take you 50. At 50, 750 now. Can I say 1.8, sir?
25,000.
At 25, I'll take 775. 1,775 now. 775,000. 1,775,000. Sir, would you rise me to 1.8? At $1,775,000 the bid. Clearly bid and clearly marked. $1,775,000. First call. Second call.
Another 50.
At 50 now. At 825 we've got. Sir, I'll invite you back in for another 25. At $1,825,000 a bid. At $1,825,000 clearly bid and clearly marked over here. Time for anyone else to get involved. 42 Raglan Street around the corner sold $4 million in excess of. Should give you plenty of confidence at this level. At $1,825,000 a bid, I'll invite you back in for another 25, sir. First call, second call, third call at $1,825,000. Well, sir, let me describe to you and anyone else here today what will happen from here. If there are no further bids or advances on $1,825,000, I'm very, very happy to pass the property in to this gentleman here who will have the right to treat at the vendor's very fair and reasonable reserve price. At $1,825,000 the bid, clearly bid and clearly marked. Time for anyone else to invite in now. At $1,825,000 the bid, got 825 now, clearly bid and clearly marked. At $1,825,000, first call, second call, third call at $1,825,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I like to keep it going in the right direction. Place a vendor bid at $1,850,000 now. At $850 the bid. At $850 clearly bid and clearly marked. Invite you back in for another 25, sir. At $1,850,000. Pardon?
I'll give you 20.
At 20 now. At 870. I've got 870 clearly bid at the map.
20,000.
At 25. At 20.
20,000.
At 20 is 90 now. At 890 I've got. Clearly bid, $1,890,000 a bid. At $890 I've got now. Where can I see an advance at all? I'll invite you back in for another 20 there, man. Surely value at this level at $1,890,000. Clearly bid, clearly marked over here. First call.
25,000.
Pardon?
25,000.
At $25,000, that'll be $915. I'll take $915 now. We're at $1,915,000. At 25 again is $940. At $940 now. $1,940. Clearly bid, clearly marked. $1,940. I'll invite you in for the same again if it works, ma'am. At $1,940,000, sir. Haven't forgotten about you. Would love to invite you in at this level. At $1,940,000 bid and marked. At $1,940,000 the bid. First call. $1,940,000. Second call. Third call at $1,940,000.
10,000.
At 10, I'll take you $950 now. At $950, sir, bid the same as him again and get me to $960.
$5,000.
At 5, I'll take $955. At $955, just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? $1,955,000. I've got $1,955,000 now. At $1,955,000, I'll invite you back in for another 10. Ma'am, haven't forgotten about you at the back. At $1,955,000. At $1,955,000, clearly bid, clearly marked. Only at $3,200 a square metre here, sir. Should be knowing your values. Last one sold 7 years ago for in excess of $4,000 a square metre. Plenty of value, should give you a lot of confidence at this level. At $1,955,000. Clearly bid, clearly marked. First call.
Another 10.
At 10 now. At $1,965,000. We are unreserved. We're on the market. We're here to sell. At $1,965,000 a bid. At $1,965,000 I've got now. $1,965,000. So I'll invite you in for another 10, maybe 20. Why not round me off to 2? At $1,965,000, ma'am. Haven't forgotten about you at the end there. $1,965,000 a bid. First call, $1,965,000. Second call, $1,965,000. Third call at 1,965,000.
25.
Well, lady,
25?
at 25 I'll take, it gets me to 90. 1,990,000, who's going to take me to 2 million? We know we're going to get there. At 1,990,000 now. $1,990,000 a bid, sir, will you get me to 2? At $1,990,000, haven't forgotten about you. Happy for you to get me there either, sir. At $1,990,000, first call.
2,500.
At 2,500 is 99,992,500. At $1,992,500. At $992,500. Sir, bidding from you at all? At 1,992,500, we are on the market, we're here to sell. At $1,992,500, we've got the bid clearly bid and clearly marked. Ma'am, I'll invite you back in. First call!
Yep.
At 2.5?
Yep.
At 2.5 gets me to 995. At 995, sir, would you get me to 2 million this time? The 2.5s aren't working. At $1,995,000 a bid. At $1,995,000 I've got now. At 995?
2.
At 2, of course. No, 1,997. Man, would you get me to 3?
No.
2.
2.
At $2 million. At $2 million a bid. Pardon my mistake, sir. At $2 million a bid. At $2 million now I've got. At $2 million a bid, sir. I'll invite you back in. Haven't forgotten about you over here at $2 million. Ma'am, same for you. At $2 million a bid. At $2 million we are now bid. At 2, I'll invite you in for any what you desire. At $2 million clearly bid. First call. Second call. At 5 now. At 5. At $2,005,000. At 5 I've got now. At 5, sir, invite you back in. At 5 I've got.
Same.
Show your strength. At the same as 10. Is the same as 10. At 2,010,000. At 2,010,000 now. At 10,000 I've got. Sir, I know you've been waiting in the wings. Now's the time to show the strength. At 2,010,000 now. At 10 I've got. At 10 I could see. Can I see 20 at all? Can I see 20, maybe 50? At 2 million I've got 2,010,000. At 2,010,000, first call. Second call.
20.
At 20 now. At 30 I've got. At 2,030,000. At 2,030,000, showing strength. Sir, I'll let you bid what he did. Get me to 2,050,000. At 2,030,000 now. At 2,030,000 the bid. The 2.5s won't working. At 2,030,000 I've got clearly bid, clearly marked. Ma'am, haven't forgotten about you at the back. I haven't forgotten about you. Don't worry. I know you're waiting for that knockout bid. At 2,030,000 now. First call. Second call. Third call at 2,030,000.
2,000?
At 2,000 I'll take. At 2,032,000. At 32 I've got. At 32. Would you bid me 10? No, is that 1? Is that 1? At 33 now. At 33 I've got. I'll invite you back in for another 2. Get me to 35. At 33 I've got now. 2,033,000 the bid.
2,000?
At 2,000 is
1,000.
35. At 36 now. I've
One
got
as well?
36.
1 as well?
At 37. At 37. At 37 at the back. Clearly bid, clearly marked. I'll invite you back in. At 2,037,000 I've got. At 2,037,000. At 2,037,000. Invite you in for another 2, sir. 2,037,000. First call. Second call.
$500.
At 500 I'll take. At 2,037,500 rolls off the tongue. I love it. At $37,500 a bid. At $37,500 the bid. Ma'am, I'll take your 500. I'll take your 500 at this stage. At $2,037,500. First call. Second call. Third call. 2,037,500. Ladies and gentlemen, let me make it very clear. I will not be accepting any late bids. Once the contract hits my hand, we will be sold here today for $2,037,500. So now's the time for anyone else that's been waiting in the wings to join in. We're at $2,037,500. So I know you missed out on the last one 6 years ago. I know you've been waiting for it. Are you sure you don't want to stretch yourself? Have I got your best here today? Thank you very much for your participation. I do appreciate it. Ma'am, you've been with me the whole way. I've got $2,037,500. I'll invite you in for another 500. I know you can see the kids, the family being here for 30, 40, in excess of 50 years. Are you sure you don't want to extend your bid? Have I got your best today? Thank you very much for your bidding. I really do appreciate it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at $2,037,500, if there's no better bid or offer, I will be selling the property at $2,037,500. First call. Second call at $2,037,500.
2.5.
At 2.5 now I've got, of course, at 40 now. At 40 the bid. At 40 the bid. I'll take your 500 again, sir. I'll take you, invite you in for another 500. At $2,040,000 now. At 40 I've got. Where can I see another rise? At $2,040,000 I've got now. At $2,040,000. First call. At second call.
500.
At 500 now, of course, at $40,500. At $2,040,500 a bid. At $40,500, I'll invite you in for another 2.5, a 3, a 5, a 10 even, sir. Show a bit of strength. At $2,040,500 I've got. $2,040,500. Yes, that is correct. At $2,040,500, first call. Second call, third call. So I went back to you last time, you told me you were out. Are you sure that I've got your best today? I once again appreciate your bidding, ma'am. It hasn't attracted you to come back in as well. Are you sure I've got your best today? Thank you very much for your participation. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, time for anyone else in the crowd to join in if you have been waiting. Because now's the time. 54 St Andrews Street, about to sell under the hammer for $2,040,500. First call. Second call, $2,040,500. Third and final call. Are we all done? Are we all silent? All's finished? Sold. Congratulations to our purchaser. Very well bid. Commiserations to our underbidders. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for attending another Marshall White auction. We really appreciate it.
Well done. Congratulations.